Track 1. A fun night out. Last weekend, my friends and I decided to go to the cinema to watch the latest action movie. We all met up at the theater, excited to see what the film had in store. The popcorn smelled delicious, and we couldn't wait to settle into our seats. As the lights dimmed, we shared laughs and jokes, anticipating the adventure that would unfold on the big screen. It was a fun night, full of excitement and good vibes, and we promised to do it again soon. Track 2. The perfect movie choice. After debating for a while, we finally agreed on a comedy film. None of us were in the mood for something too intense, so a lighthearted movie was the perfect choice. We were all in stitches throughout the film, laughing at the funny scenes and witty dialogue. It was a much-needed break from our busy lives. Watching a movie with friends is always a great way to unwind and bond, and this night was no exception. Track 3. Unexpected plot twists. When we went to the cinema, none of us had any idea what to expect from the thriller we chose. The movie kept us on the edge of our seats, with unexpected plot twists and nail-biting moments. Every time something shocking happened, we would glance at each other in disbelief, exchanging expressions of surprise. It was an experience that kept us talking about the film long after we left the theater. Definitely a night to remember. Track 4. The popcorn debate. As we waited in line to buy snacks, a heated debate broke out about which flavor of popcorn was the best. Some of us preferred the classic buttered popcorn, while others swore by the caramel flavor. Eventually, we decided to get a mix of both, ensuring everyone would be satisfied. Sitting down with our snacks, we enjoyed the film and laughed at how such a simple decision could cause so much excitement. Track 5. Late Night Movie Marathon. We decided to make it a late-night movie marathon at the cinema. After watching the first movie, we were so hooked that we bought tickets for the next one. We ended up watching 3 movies in a row, snacking on popcorn and sharing stories between each film. By the time the final movie ended, we were all exhausted but satisfied. It was an unforgettable experience, and we promised to make it a regular tradition. Track 6. The Horror Movie Challenge. None of us were fans of horror movies, but we thought it would be fun to challenge ourselves and watch one together. The entire time, we clung to each other, jumping at every scare and hiding our faces during the creepiest scenes. Despite being terrified, we couldn't stop laughing at how we reacted. It was definitely a bonding experience, and now we have a hilarious story to tell whenever we talk about it. Track 7. Catching the latest blockbuster. One weekend, we made plans to see the latest blockbuster at the cinema. Everyone was talking about it, and we didn't want to miss out. The theater was packed with excited fans, all eager to see the film. The atmosphere was electric, and we shared in the excitement as the opening credits rolled. It was a fantastic movie that lived up to the hype, and we spent the rest of the night discussing our favorite scenes. Track 8. Movie snacks galore. Before heading into the theater, we stocked up on snacks. From nachos to candy, we had it all. The excitement of choosing the perfect snacks was almost as fun as the movie itself. As we sat down with our treats, we couldn't help but share bites of everything. Watching a movie with friends and enjoying all those delicious snacks made the experience even better. It was the perfect combination of good company and great food. Track 9. The Classic Comedy Night. We decided to go for a classic comedy at the cinema, a movie that promised plenty of laughs. From start to finish, we were all in stitches, sharing inside jokes about the funny moments. Watching it with friends made the jokes even funnier, as we all reacted the same way. By the end of the film, we were still laughing as we left the theater. It was a night of pure joy and great humor. Track 10. The magical animated film. We went to see an animated film that promised to be a magical experience, and it did not disappoint. The stunning visuals and heartfelt storyline left all of us in awe. As the movie unfolded, we found ourselves immersed in the enchanting world it created. It was a perfect movie to watch with friends, as we all shared the same sense of wonder and excitement throughout the film. Track 11. Nostalgic movie night. One evening, we decided to watch an old classic from our childhood. We were all excited to revisit the film and relive the memories it brought back. As the movie played, we reminisced about the first time we saw it and the feelings it evoked. Watching it together felt like a journey back in time, and we laughed and bonded over our shared love for the film. Track 12. The science fiction adventure. A few of my friends are huge fans of science fiction, so we decided to go see the latest sci-fi movie at the cinema. The futuristic world and complex plot fascinated us all. We spent hours after the movie discussing theories and analyzing the storyline. It was an intellectual experience as much as an entertaining one, and it sparked many deep conversations between us. Track 13. A surprise movie night. My friend surprised me by picking a random movie for us to watch. At first, I was unsure about it, but as the movie unfolded, I realized it was actually really good. We spent the entire time enjoying the unexpected plot and the humor that came with it. It's amazing how sometimes the best movie nights come from spontaneous decisions with friends. Track 14. The movie that made us cry. We went to see a drama that everyone said was incredibly emotional. None of us expected to get so caught up in the film, but by the end, we were all wiping away tears. It was one of those movies that stayed with you long after the credits rolled. Watching something so moving with friends only made the experience more impactful, as we all shared in the emotional ride. Track 15. The big screen experience. There's something about watching a movie on the big screen that makes it feel so much more exciting. The incredible sound system, the huge screen, and the dark, immersive atmosphere all added to the thrill. We loved every moment, and the experience was something we couldn't replicate at home. Going to the cinema with friends made it even better, as we could talk about the film afterward and share our thoughts. Track 16. A movie for the foodies. Being foodies, we decided to pick a movie about cooking and food. It was the perfect film to watch with friends who share a love for delicious meals. As we watched chefs prepare incredible dishes, we all started talking about our favorite foods and the best meals we've ever had. It was a fun and mouth-watering night at the cinema. Track 17. The cinematic escape. Sometimes, we all just need a break from reality. We went to the cinema to watch a fantasy film that transported us to a different world. For 2 hours, we were completely immersed in the fictional universe. Watching it together allowed us to escape from our daily lives and just enjoy the adventure. It was a night full of fun and excitement, and we all left feeling like we'd been on an incredible journey. Track 18. The musical experience. One of my friends suggested we watch a musical at the cinema. At first, I wasn't sure, but as the movie progressed, I found myself enjoying the songs and the performances. We all sang along and shared laughs at the catchy tunes. It was a lighthearted and fun night, filled with music and joy, and we left the theater in high spirits. Track 19. The Mystery Movie Night. We decided to pick a mystery movie that would keep us guessing until the very end. Every twist and turn kept us on the edge of our seats, trying to figure out what was going to happen next. The suspense built up throughout the film, and by the time the big reveal happened, we were all shocked. It was the perfect movie to watch with friends who love a good puzzle. Track 20. The movie that sparked debate. After watching a thought-provoking movie, we found ourselves deep in discussion about its themes. Everyone had different interpretations of the story, and we spent the entire evening debating our views. It was fascinating how a single film could spark so much conversation. It was one of those nights where the movie didn't just entertain us, it challenged us and got us thinking. Track 21. The Classic Horror Flick. We decided to go for a classic horror movie that was a bit old but still packed a punch. As the scares began, we all jumped out of our seats, holding on to each other in fear. Despite the terrifying moments, we couldn't stop laughing at how ridiculous some scenes were. It was a night full of thrills and laughs, and we made a pact to watch more horror films together. Track 22. The Animated Adventure. We all agreed on watching an animated movie for the evening, and it turned out to be a fantastic choice. The animation was stunning, and the storyline was both fun and heartwarming. Watching it with friends made the experience even more enjoyable, as we laughed at the quirky characters and cheered for the heroes. It was a perfect movie for a laid-back night at the cinema. Track 23. A double feature. We decided to make it a double feature night. We watched two very different movies, one a comedy and the other a thriller. It was the best of both worlds, with lots of laughs followed by moments of suspense. After each movie, we took a short break to chat and grab more snacks, and then we dove right into the next one. By the end of the night, we were all happily exhausted. Track 24. The Documentary Film. One of my friends suggested we watch a documentary about a subject we were all interested in. It turned out to be a fascinating film, offering new insights and perspectives on the topic. We left the theater feeling educated and inspired, and we spent the rest of the night discussing everything we had learned. It was a movie night that wasn't just entertaining, but also enriching. Track 25. The Rom-Com Night. Looking for something lighthearted, we chose a romantic comedy for the evening. The movie was full of funny moments, charming characters, and sweet romantic gestures. We couldn't help but laugh and roll our eyes at the typical rom-com tropes, but that's what made it so enjoyable. It was a perfect way to unwind with friends after a long week. Track 26. The Adventure Film. We all enjoy a good adventure film, so we decided to go see one at the cinema. The action-packed scenes and epic landscapes made the movie unforgettable. We were all on the edge of our seats, rooting for the heroes as they faced incredible challenges. It was a thrilling experience, and we agreed it was one of the best movies we had seen together in a while. Track 27. The Surprise Ending. We chose a movie based on recommendations from some friends. It turned out to be an amazing thriller with a plot twist that none of us saw coming. The ending left us in shock, and we spent the entire ride home talking about the surprise revelation. It was one of those movies that kept us thinking long after it ended. Track 28, the classic movie revisited. One weekend, we decided to revisit a classic film that we all loved in the past. As the opening credits rolled, we realized how much we had missed the movie. It felt like a reunion with old friends, and we laughed at the same jokes we remembered from before. It was a nostalgic and heartwarming movie night that brought back great memories. Track 29, the animated musical. We opted for an animated musical film, full of catchy songs and vibrant visuals. It was a perfect choice for a fun, feel-good night at the cinema. We found ourselves humming the tunes long after the movie was over. It was an energetic and uplifting experience that had us all singing and laughing throughout. Track 30, the International Film Night. We decided to watch an international film, something different from the usual Hollywood blockbusters. The movie was in a foreign language, but the storyline was so captivating that we didn't mind the subtitles. It was a cultural experience, and we all appreciated how the film opened our eyes to a different way of storytelling. It was a unique and rewarding movie night with friends.